So, it's time to upgrade your VxRail environment. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? Is it going to make sense to do it this way, do it that way, do it whichever way? What are my choices? There's a lot of things you can think about here. I can upgrade CPU, I can upgrade memory, I can upgrade storage, I can expand by adding new nodes, I can look at the environment and make a determination. Where is the best place for me to put those additional resources? But ultimately, at the end of the day, what you must remember and what you would like to keep in mind at all times is this is an environment that you have now grown to love. Its predictability, its availability, its performance, etc. And because of that, you need to make sure that you, like I said, you have balance. And that balance needs to happen across the entire environment. So you wouldn't necessarily make a decision and say, I need just a little bit more CPU, so I'm just going to add CPU to one node in my cluster. Because if you add CPU to one node in your cluster, you can then create an unbalanced configuration, because now that node could potentially house more virtual machines. And if it has more virtual machines and that node were to now fail, the resources that are now on that node need to be consumed elsewhere in the cluster. So expanding is not as difficult as it may seem, or not as difficult as you may first perceive it to be, but it's just the nature of being balanced. So that's the key word for today. VxRail expansions, all about balance. And like I said, you have options for CPU, you have options for memory, you have options for storage, and even you can take things a step further. When you start thinking about storage, you can add additional drives to the existing nodes that you have in your environment. You can buy additional nodes for your environment. You can even utilize or borrow capacity from other VxRail clusters or other vSAN clusters in your environment utilizing HCI mesh. You can even take things a step further and say, you know what, I want to have fiber channel, add fiber channel or iSCSI and utilize capacity out of my existing arrays. Now keep in mind, you start going down that route, you're kind of taking a step back from the whole hyperconverged infrastructure approach. So my advice, keep things as compact as you can, as close together as you can, and keep it all VxRail. Have a good day. This topic and many more can be found on our Geos blog. I'll put the link to the Geos blog in the description below, and please feel free to engage your Dell Technologies engineers or a sales team so that they can help you when you get ready to expand your environment.